A place of learning, growth, and community. A safe haven, or at least it should be. But in recent years, the reality of school lockdowns has become a chilling part of the educational landscape. These emergency protocols, designed to protect students and staff from immediate threats, can transform a familiar environment into a scene of unimaginable fear and uncertainty. Today, we delve into 5 true accounts of school lockdowns. These are not fictional stories. They are the lived experiences of students and educators who faced real danger, real fear, and the agonizing wait for safety. These are stories you won't forget. Story 1. North Park Elementary School, San Bernardino, California, April 10, 2017. On a seemingly ordinary Monday morning, North Park Elementary School was shattered by unthinkable violence. Cedric Anderson, armed with a handgun, entered the school under the guise of visiting his estranged wife, Karen Smith, a special education teacher. Anderson walked into Smith's classroom and, without warning, opened fire. He fatally shot Karen. Smith and 8-year-old Jonathan Martinez, a student with special needs who was standing behind her. Another student was also wounded. The sound of gunfire triggered an immediate lockdown. Teachers barricaded doors, ushered students into closets and corners, and did everything in their power to shield them from the unfolding horror. Imagine the terror. Young children, confused and frightened, huddled together, unsure of what was happening. Teachers, their hearts pounding, trying to maintain a semblance of calm while grappling with their own fear. The lockdown lasted for hours. Law enforcement swarmed the school, meticulously clearing each room, each hallway, searching for any further threat. The psychological impact on the students and staff was profound. The sense of safety, once taken for granted, was irrevocably broken. In the aftermath, North Park Elementary became a symbol of the vulnerability of schools and the urgent need for improved security measures and mental health support for students and educators. Cedric Anderson died by suicide at the scene. Story 2. Great Mills High School, Great Mills, Maryland, March 20, 2018. Austin Rollins, a 17-year-old student at Great Mills High School, arrived at school armed with a legally purchased handgun. His target, Jalen Willie, a 16-year-old girl with whom he had a previous relationship. Rollins confronted Willie in a school hallway and shot her. A school resource officer, Deputy Blaine Gaskill, responded immediately, engaging Rollins in a brief but intense exchange of gunfire. Deputy Gaskill's swift action prevented further bloodshed. Rollins was wounded in the exchange and later died at a hospital. Jalen Willie succumbed to her injuries 2 days later. The lockdown at Great Mills High School was chaotic and terrifying. Students barricaded themselves in classrooms, unsure of whether the shooter had been apprehended. Text messages flooded social media as students desperately sought information and reassurance. This incident highlighted the critical role of school resource officers in responding to active shooter situations. Deputy Gaskill's bravery undoubtedly saved lives. However, it also underscored the need for comprehensive strategies to address relationship violence and mental health issues among teenagers. The community of Great Mills High School mourned the loss of Jalen Willie and grappled with the trauma of the shooting. The lockdown served as a stark reminder of the potential for violence to erupt even in seemingly safe environments. Story 3. Robb Elementary School, Uvalde, Texas, May 24, 2022. The tragedy at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, is a wound that remains raw in the American psyche. On that day, an 18-year-old gunman, Salvador Ramos, entered the school and opened fire, killing 19 students and 2 teachers. The events of that day unfolded with agonizing slowness. The shooter was inside the school for over an hour before law enforcement breached the classroom and fatally shot him. The lockdown at Robb Elementary was a nightmare. Students and teachers were trapped in classrooms with the sounds of gunfire and screams echoing through the hallways. Parents waited outside, desperate for information, their anxiety escalating with each passing minute. The response to the Uvalde shooting has been the subject of intense scrutiny and criticism. Questions remain about the timeline of events, the decisions made by law enforcement, and the overall effectiveness of the school's security protocols. The tragedy at Robb Elementary School sparked a national conversation about gun control, school safety, and the mental health of young people. It is a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of gun violence and the urgent need for comprehensive solutions. Story 4. Oxford High School, Oxford, Michigan, November 30th, 2021. On November 30th, 2021, Oxford High School in Michigan became the scene of another horrific school shooting. Ethan Crumbley, a 15-year-old student, opened fire, killing 4 students: Madison Baldwin, Tate Meyer, Hannah St. Juliana, and Justin Schilling. 7 other people were injured. Prior to the shooting, Crumbley had exhibited disturbing behavior, including drawing violent images and expressing suicidal thoughts. School officials had met with Crumbley and his parents on the morning of the shooting, but allowed him to return to class. The shooting triggered a chaotic lockdown. Students barricaded themselves in classrooms, using desks and chairs to block doors. They communicated with loved ones via text message, sharing their fears and uncertainties. The Oxford High School shooting raised serious questions about school safety protocols, threat assessment procedures, and parental responsibility. Crumbley's parents were charged with involuntary manslaughter for their alleged role in enabling the shooting. The community of Oxford, Michigan continues to heal from the trauma of the shooting. The incident serves as a reminder of the importance of recognizing and addressing warning signs of potential violence and the need for collaboration between schools, parents, and mental health professionals. Story 5. Marjorie Stoneman, Douglas High School, Parkland, Florida, February 14, 2018. The shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, on Valentine's Day 2018, left an indelible mark on the nation. Nicholas Cruz, a former student, opened fire with an AR-15 rifle, killing 17 students and staff members and wounding 17 others. The shooting sparked a wave of student activism, with survivors of the Parkland shooting becoming vocal advocates for gun control reform. They organized protests, marches, and voter registration drives, demanding that lawmakers take action to prevent future tragedies. The lockdown at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School was a scene of unimaginable horror. Students and teachers huddled in classrooms, listening to the sounds of gunfire and screams. Many used their cell phones to call for help and to say goodbye to their loved ones. The Parkland shooting led to significant changes in school safety protocols and gun control laws in Florida. It also highlighted the importance of addressing mental health issues and providing support to students who are struggling. The legacy of the Parkland shooting is one of resilience, activism, and a commitment to preventing future tragedies. The students of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School transformed their grief into action, inspiring a national movement for change. These 5 stories, while unique in their details, share a common thread: the devastating impact of school violence on students, educators, and communities. They serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for comprehensive solutions to address this crisis. Enhanced school security, implementing measures such as controlled access, security cameras, and trained security personnel. Mental health support, providing access to mental health services for students and staff. Threat assessment, developing comprehensive threat assessment protocols to identify and address potential risks. Community collaboration, fostering partnerships between schools, parents, law enforcement, and mental health professionals. Responsible gun ownership, supporting policies that promote responsible gun ownership and reduce gun violence. The safety and well-being of our students and educators must be our top priority. By learning from these tragedies and working together, we can create safer and more supportive learning environments for all.